get my ass destroyed. I need to take an aspirin. I got a headache. I gotta wash dishes in a minute. So much to do. You already feeling better?
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports.
You must want to take that delay of game.
Lucky 48.
Pushing it.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now a give. This is Murray. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They'll run here. It's Murray. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Murray. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. A handoff. It's Murray. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Got to turn up a little bit.
Bailey now to kick this one away.
That was just bad tackling, poor coverage. That was all kinds of shit.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
I hope somebody on this team is good. Who the quarterback of this team? They good.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
I can't even see who he is.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost the game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
So you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. They'll run it now out of the gun, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now it's Darnold. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Take some grade A play calling on my part. Make this work.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got a new one. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on his first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Bilal Powell taking it in. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. For the Minnesota Vikings, earlier you and I were breaking down Kirk Cousins' season and the disappointment there, but they go from 13-3 to 8-7-1, and this was a team that many thought off that 13-3 season were Super Bowl contenders. What happened?
I think they struggled with Kirk Cousins meshing in as their new starting quarterback. Their offensive line had its share of troubles up front. Couldn't keep Dalvin Cook healthy as their lead runner. But the defense, even though the numbers were good at the end of the year, they struggled throughout as well. They had some games where they gave up some big plays. Remember the Rams game earlier in the season? The Packers game that was a tie, I think the second game of the year. So all in all, they could just never get that consistency and cohesiveness that they had in 2018. But it's a team that's not very far away. They can bounce right back into the playoffs in this upcoming year.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a run with Cook. Oh, spinning away. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Johnson. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
I didn't pay no attention.
After the interception, here's Darnold.
Under
Pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Linval Joseph coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Darnold. Complete out right to Kurtz. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
3rd and 2, Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Well, CD, the NFL held its awards show the night before the Super Bowl, and as you and I had speculated the last few weeks, Patrick Mahomes, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and for the second straight season, how about Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, Donald was expected. We knew that was going to happen. Mahomes, we thought would happen. There was that school of thought that maybe Drew Brees might walk away with the MVP since he's never won one, but Mahomes a deserving winner. How about the Offensive Rookie of the Year? Saquon Barkley with the Giants. Many thought it might be Baker Mayfield with Cleveland.
Yeah, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Darius Leonard of the Colts, and the Colts Comeback Player of the Year, Andrew Luck, and very deservedly so.
I would say that for sure, and he beat out J.J. Watt, who also would have been a deserving winner. Coach of the Year, I thought was a close vote, or probably should have been closer to me, because I thought Anthony Lynn from the Chargers deserved some respect, but Matt Nagy of the Bears, he ends up winning the award. They went 12-4 in his rookie season.
And then last one we need to mention, Chris Long of the Eagles, well-deserved Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year. Congrats to all.
Yeah, how about that? Donated his first 4 game checks to fund a literacy program that donated free books and mentoring services for families. And remember, last season, he donated every game check to causes that he felt strongly about.
Come on, dude.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They run with Murray, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. From the gun, here's Cousins.
Oh, this
still pull it in. What a diving catch there. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down.
He just didn't cover.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
You circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
See what I'm saying? Like,
first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line.
For some reason.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't know why they doing that. I guess you got to be closer to the ball.
They'll run with Cook, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd down, Cousins. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more. There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment.
No, man, come on,
Get
man.
into the end zone.
Ridiculous,
Touchdown,
bro.
Minnesota.
Like, no, I'm trying to tell the dude to
As
come
his
back.
guys are in for 6.
Like, they won't let me control the dude.
And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense is
I'm
a
seeing the
tough
pass
pill
in
to
the air.
swallow.
I'm trying to come back and get
Big
the ball.
time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3, and it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half, 3-0 New England, Stephen Gostkowski with a field goal. Then they finally tie it up with Greg Zuerlein at the end of 3 quarters of the Rams knocking one through the post. The Patriots, the 3rd team to win the year after losing the Super Bowl, the first since the Dolphins in 1972.
And, of course, the big number now for New England, 6 titles, and they are tied with the Steelers for the most ever. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. On 1st down, Darnold. He's going to air one out.
Come on, catch the
He
ball.
bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Dumps off to Powell. Nifty footwork at the 45. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
On 1st down, it's Darnold. He hits Herndon over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
2nd down and 10, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Here's Darnold. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
That should have been a catch.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
You see what he said.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And
Bro, he
my
dropped the
goodness,
ball,
this
bro.
is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, off topic, but we'd be remiss if we didn't point out what else was happening Super Bowl weekend. The Madden 19 Club Championship, 2nd major this season, 2 more to follow. And our winner, Pauvin, representing the Oakland Raiders. He took down the Vikings, and your favorite, Charles, Ivy Strafen. He had to reach for the ibuprofen after a 38-24 beatdown in the final.
Well, you know if he was representing the Oakland Raiders, the Vikings went down, and they went down hard. That's how the Raiders do it.
How about Pauvin, though, wins $100,000 for his efforts, also won Super Bowl tickets for the next day, unselfishly gave them to his father and his brother.
How about that? That's pretty cool. Congratulations, Pauvin. Way to go.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Cousins now on second down. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. To throw, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So the football going back over to the New York Jets. Want to assess this past season, 4-12. And don't get mad at me, Jets fans, but that's now double-digit losses and a last-place finish in 4 of the last 5 seasons. So why are you laughing?
I'm laughing how you tried to keep the Jets fans from coming after you when
trying to be nice.
Recited what was going on there.
They're a passionate fan base, new coach coming in. What do they need to change, Charles?
Well, the last 2 head coaches have been defensive-minded guys.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Here we go. Gone.
To throw on second down is Darnold. He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
Oh, come
and the hit
on,
jarred
man.
loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Darnold.
What in the... Man,
And this
come on,
ball's
man.
tipped and
That was not...
intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
What the fuck was that?
A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back
I'm
to
saying,
MetLife
dude, he
Stadium
hit, and
after this short
route was a
timeout.
fly route, so why would he throw that shit? Like, I don't even understand.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Yeah, man, it's bad out here in the streets, man. It's bad out here.
Following the interception, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, man, it's...
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
That was cute. What you thought that was going to be?
Now Cousins.
Oh, come on.
Find Diggs. A Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say, on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Henry Anderson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Cousins. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. He may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Rory, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well. Creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Bro, this is some straight bullshit. Like, for real, you can't do nothing against these dudes. Like, you can't.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Help me out. Give me some pass coverage in here.
Cousins now.
Look at that. Look at what I'm talking about.
He will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Bro, these dudes ain't doing
Kyle Rudolph in the final seconds of the first half.
I ain't never seen.
And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
They ain't even trying to do
Bailey now for the extra point.
Like, they ain't covering nobody.
Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
I see it now.
Bailey now to kick this one away.
Can't count on them.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Before this next drive gets going, we need to discuss the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be 8 in the 2019 class. We got Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law. Who else am I forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy, a lineman, Kevin Mawai, who was absolutely terrific in his career. How about Ed Reed with the Baltimore Ravens and the great job he did in the secondary there. Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt as contributors, the owner of the Broncos and the longtime scout with the Cowboys. And I love the senior committee bringing in Johnny Robinson, the safety with Kansas City.
Tony Gonzalez was a first-ballot guy, and, of course, when I hear Ty Law's name, you think, wow, he started this great Patriots dynasty that we're still living in.
You're exactly right.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. That's fielded in the end zone. Able to push his way through. And the decision to bring it up, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A good pick up there of 20 yards. A first down throw, Darnold. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now Darnold, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Darnold. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
We're going to get all these points.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Don't you let me down.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind. Because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Anumwa, the intended target.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Get your ass down here and play.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. To throw is Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. on second down, Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Cousins from the gun on third. They'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm covering
him right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
He continues to.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after very short.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there, punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick this one away.
It's just being a bit weird. Like, shit, I don't know we can win. Now.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Jets set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now look at 56.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Come on. That stuff you only see.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So I can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Emerson Griffin in there to get his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 4th down, Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, 30 yards. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Catch up just a little bit. Shit, we can't go out like pussies.
And now out comes Minnesota. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Throwing, Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. A run. It's Murray. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
Well, we're going to give up a ton of yards.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Cousins to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Dumps off to Powell. Now loose football. The ball comes out. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Gun! Set! 3-19!
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Everson Griffin getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. It would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. He's going to rifle one. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 54 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for two.
Here we go now.
Darnold to throw again. And they're going to get the two. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a one-score game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second and 14. Throwing is Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. After the interception, here's Darnold. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Darnold from the gun. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th.
Yeah, they got a little comeback.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Cousins on first down. And complete. Right side to tight end Rudolph. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Third and short yardage, Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown.
But my question is, why is this other dude, the dude that's supposed to be coming here, so far off? Like, why is he so far back?
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
I'm getting tired of
they got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
It's a video game, but goddamn. They keep having to manually figure this shit. I shouldn't have to.
Bailey now to kick this one away.
Play fucking underneath.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if there's pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. On second down, Darnold. Complete outright to Kurz. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. A first down throw, Darnold. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
What the fuck? That's not... Man, come on.
Gone!
This shit's so fucking stupid.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Motherfucking play just changed on its own.
Gone!
Here's Darnold. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Linval Joseph in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. Two huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Emerson Griffin in there yet again. My goodness, making 5 sacks for him now in this one game
bro, I'm
alone.
telling you, I'm looking at the shit. Like, I'm looking at it. I'm knowing that, okay, he beat him off the line. He got him. Ain't no way he can be caught. So, how does he catch him? Yeah. Then that shit just
Throwing here, Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Here's Murray, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Because if I didn't know how to move like shit around.
Here's Cousins. Out to his left. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel
I couldn't tell.
Nah,
I mean, if I couldn't tell, like, the safety's how to move,
but
I would have never
you're
got
pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch,
that was all
especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Shit, they wasn't doing a goddamn thing to help me. You'd have thought that my game was on All Madden and your game was on All Pro, because they helped me not at all.
Bailey now to kick this one away.
They would move people around. They got people running weird ass routes. He gonna step out of bounds. Fuck, this is what happened.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Hell no, they ain't catching that. They out here dropping passes wide open in the middle of the field. Put somebody on it. It's going to get worse.
Darnold on first down.
Damn shame Darnold. That's playing.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
I don't think I ever had any of them on my team.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. And he can't find anywhere to go and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. One last throw down for Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Damn, I can't stop. Did you see what just happened? The dude ran around the corner, right? He had one dude blocking him. There was two dudes standing right there in front of him. He ran right between them and sacked him.
The defensive guys,
like the two dudes that were standing there didn't even try to block
those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're
shit.
Different flow.
Broadcast. Oh, okay.